Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're back with Fire Emblem, the Sacred Stones, and as you can see, we have a map. Yeah, so, like, this game really, and in more ways than one we'll see later, really pays homage to Gaiden. We've got the overworld map, which we'll see again in Sacred Stones, where you travel about, you can do skirmishes. Here I'm just managing my items, so you can travel things, just more manage, buy some stuff. But right now, the map's very small, so we're just moving straight forward to reclaim Thingamajig. And as much as the king protests, we're just like, fuck it. I mean, no one listens to that guy. So much for a king, but we also got 2 new units with us. They're very polar opposites from what you expect from the typical trope that they're portraying. And I'll get more into it when I get into their breakdown. It's very weird with the typical thingy trope. Then again, now I think about it, does Sacred Stones do that a lot? Because Joshua was kind of a different trope from the Navarre archetype, because they're usually very confined and, you know, they don't speak much at all. They're very cold. But Joshua's a smooth talker. I'm just trying to think because, you know, I'm thinking, Garcia feels like, you know, typical Bast, I'm going to say. Because, you know, I know this Bast Borden Core, but I don't know which one's the thingamajig. And, you know, Garrett kind of feels a bit like an Ogma. You know, some of them are, some of them aren't. But, you know, thingamajig. Yeah, Seth mapped out a route for us. He's also restocked the items. He's fixed all our stuff. He's made political relations. He's cured world hunger. He's stopped cancer, and he's the one who's getting Fire Emblem free houses funded. The guy doing fucking everything. Ugh! I hate him so much. The only thing worse than this is my brother. I swear to God. Alright, kind of spoilers, but when we get to Ephraim's chapter, Eirika's gonna fucking lose her shit, and you'll see why. Oh, when I recorded that part, I was like, oh, Eirika, just give up. Because of what happened. Yes. So he's just conversing with those 2. Yeah, it's a nice touch. I always like that when the Fire Emblem Lord converses with the new units. So they're going to see that a lot in the next game, and I really like it. And here's the new map, and you know, oh, there we go, Brigands. And they have some more unique, like I said, more unique sprites here, because some of them are recycled, but they just feel different. It's not the typical rat-faced dude from Binding Blade and Blazing Sword. That fucking, that rat, that fucking, like, he looked like an actual rat. But anyway, this is it, yeah. Just demonstrating, yeah, villagers get destroyed. And now we have our 2, you know, father-son combo, Garcia and Ross. Ross is very much a hardhead. Garcia doesn't want to fight, but gets right back into it. I don't know why. I just get weird. From there, I get weird Batman and Robin vibe, which explains the thumbnail. And the village was destroyed, which actually shouldn't have happened, you know. But then again, green units. Holy jellybeans, Batman! The village has been broken down. No, Robin, we can't go running in territory, for they killed my parents. I'm still tormented by all this. Oh, for God's sake, Batman! Holy rusted metal! Holy perfect paladin! It's a perfect paladin! Alright, I'm gonna stop now. Yeah. Alright, bad news. We've got Batman and Robin. Oh God, not those 2. I thought Batman wasn't until Fire Emblem 13, and Robin wasn't until, I don't know, 13 or 14, because, you know, Percy reminds people of Robin, but Robin is, well, his name is Robin, so, yeah. Alright, first of all, Figgy is not injured, he's just got shit HP. No, what? Sorry, I just thought of it. I found someone who's injured. Is he injured? Is that, or it's like Vanessa, he's not injured, it's just his base stats is shit. Could have fooled me. So, yeah. So this introduces you about villages, rescue chains, and all that jazz. So let's start with our units. Let's start with Vanessa. She's the one moving first. So Vanessa, typical Pegasus Knight. You know, high speed, high skill, good res. Well, actually, res is only 5 to begin with. But frail, not too strong. Growth rates are kind of built like that. You know, just focus on thingamajig. Speed, skill, and res and all that jazz, so she's very much standard Pegasus Knight. She has very high utility because she appears early, and until chapter 9 she's your only flying unit, so she will be pretty good, especially because this map, because of all like the different types of enemies, there's very types of terrain. You know, you get mountains, you get trees, you get really thick forests. It's very common in this game to see, like, you know, altering terrain often, especially also because Sacred Stones has bigger map design than the other 2, at least I think. Maybe not Binding Blade level, but some of the maps get pretty big. But yeah, so she's built like that. So she has very high utility. Some people say Tana's better because Tana's build is focuses on strength, like with her bases and growths. And Tana definitely excels in that department and does well as like a rhythm thing, but Vanessa has higher availability and just higher utility, and Tana's only really good on Eirika's part because she starts with a weapon, so you can start fighting straight away, whereas on Ephraim's part, she doesn't have a weapon, so, and you don't get until the very end, so she's kind of wasted that experience. So Vanessa is a very good unit. Not best Pegasus Knight, I'd say, not like, you know, Marcia for FE9, FE12, Pala or Shida, but pretty up, like, high tier not thing. It's kind of like Cormac in this, and we'll talk about that later. Yeah. So anyway, before I talk about Mod, I want to talk about this. So yeah, this is Selena, one of the Gem ones, and let's talk about how, you know, because of all the fighting going on, Grado and Thing are busy occupied, but they can't spare any soldiers, so she's asking Eirika, well, she's called Irina, but apparently she can't catch on this, Eirika, so she's asking, yo, can you please help out? And it's like, yeah, but aren't you Grado's soldiers? It's like, yeah, we're fighting, you know, Rhinus, but the civilians have nothing to do with this. So, you know, again, she's a Camus. She's the Camus of this game. And it shows, you know, the moral grains, like, you know, because there's definitely change, and some of the higher-ups do feel that. It's like, oh, something's really not right here, with something's going wrong. So I appreciate that. Anyway, so Mulder, who we just thingamajig, he's actually really surprising. He's, you know, he's very useful because, you know, he's a, whatchamacallit, healer. But what's interesting about him is that he's got very high con for a healer. You know, so he's not weighed down by stuff, and he starts with a C rank in staff, so that's very useful. And his growth's overall pretty good too. He even has 9 speed, for goodness sake. So he's useful there. In terms of promotion, he doesn't work well as a sage because of his low magic growth, but he makes for a good bishop thanks to his high con, which means he won't get weighed down, and the Slayer skill, so he's good at doing things. And he's one of those overall better starting healers just because he's a bit more bulky, and, you know, stuff like that. I'm not huge on him because I find him personally kind of boring, and I prefer, like, Natasha because she has, I think, better magic growth and focuses on that. But Mulder is very good. Mulder the Bold, as they say. Kind of looks like Ron Swanson. He's a big, beefy guy. He's got the high con. People like him. He's kind of a meme. I see why. I'm just not personally kind of huge. Next, we have Ross. Okay, Ross is interesting because Ross is the training class. Basically like Villager in this game. They start with really low bases, but you're meant to level them up and, you know, have their growth rates kicking and so on, and they get 2 types of promotions. So, here's the thing though, because of their shit levels, a lot of the trainees in this game are not particularly good. A lot of people say they're, well, not a lot of people, but it's not uncommon for people to say trainees are great. It's mainly because this game is so easy, all the training needs is some pretty decent levels, and yeah, they can steamroll. It's not a thing, especially if you grind. The trainee can steamroll. Not surprised, but then again, a lot of you can steamroll. But with Ross, his bases are bad, and his growth's not that good either, except for strength. You know, he's got good strength build, but aside from that, most of Ross is good, especially in terms of speed and skill. It's not great. And despite the low bases, Ross is an overall decent unit because, for one thing, he can promote into the pirate class, which is pretty useful, and he's the only pirate you can get, and he becomes Berserker, which works for him. But also because, due to where he is in the game and the enemies that are around, it's easy to train Ross, and trainings are very easy to train. Like, there, just by dealing damage, he gets 30 experience points. He gets like 60 or 70 for actually killing units. So it's very easy to train Ross, because all he needs to do is get to level 10. And there goes Vanessa. So he's easy to train at this point of the game, and he will become strong later on. Overall, I'd say he's a decent unit like Eirika. He's not amazing, but out of the trainees, he's definitely the best. You know, I think that's how I would sum up Ross. Anyway, now we've got to talk about Garcia. Okay, this is kind of moving at breakneck speed, but anyway, Garcia. He's a fighter, simple as, like, you know, to be fair, his bases are pretty good, and he's got high availability, like, you know, he's pretty much Dorcas, but better, because he has higher bases starting out overall. His growths are okay, but they're not amazing. High HP, good strength growth, but again, low speed at 20, stuff like that. But, you know, he's an overall decent fighter, but he's nothing amazing. Like, he can suit you just fine. He, you know, because of his bases and the fact the game's easy, he can last you a pretty good time. But he's nothing, like, groundbreaking. For a long time, though, he was my favourite fighter, just because, again, he starts with the strong bases. I like his character. You know, he was once a soldier, but then he's rekindling that thing, trying to protect his son, just raise him and stuff like that. And I like that. And I like his interactions with, like, Gilliam and so on. Yeah, and Vanessa to fly over. One thing I do like about this chapter is that it gives, like, if you do take too long, the winners will get destroyed, but they give you pretty much a lot of leniency to rescue both units and then move in, which I appreciate. So, Garcia, in that regard, he was my favourite for a while, but then Bast came along from Fire Emblem 11, and I really liked Bast because he was just a nutcase in terms of fighting for me. I don't know how good he is objectively. And then Charlotte came along, who I know objectively is bad, but I really liked her character, and goddamn, she crits fucking ages, so Garcia is good, decent, not amazing. Just, you know, he's a fighter, simply put. So yeah, like I said, there's a lot of different terrain in this map, so there's mountains and there's so on, and oh, here goes Franz. Speed level up, I remember? Yeah, now he's reached, aside from HP, he's reached his Japanese bases. To be fair, 8 strength and 8 speed, fuck yeah. I wouldn't even let it touch him. You know it does 0 damage? Yeah, well, I want to stain in my armor, how dare you? But like I said, this game really does a good job of just introducing everything. You've got the rescue chains, you've got villages, you've got the moral grey, you've got armories, but you've also got a village that you need to prioritize, and you've got the terrain. It's really good, but it's not too taxing, because again, most of the enemies are pretty simple, so, you know, they don't really throw you for a loop or anything. And there goes the crit again, here she goes. Add that to the counter. And now we're going to see her level up. Okay, Eirika, what'd you get this time? Hopefully something good. Oh, we have strength, and defense, and speed and skill. I'm happy. We have strength, and I'm happy, yeah. So, Rush should go in, and this should level him up. Yeah, I don't know how good this is, but I really like the hatchet starting weapon. It's like a really light hand axe. Oh yeah, look, you got like 50 experience points just for the kill. So yeah. And Garcia can't seem to land a hit, for fuck's sake. I mean, come on, you've got 7 speed starting out. Yeah, that's, you know, for a fighter, 7 speed, I like that. See, that's how you do it. Go France. I appreciate that. Yeah, but again, I like how the game is able to tell its own, like, in this first 8 chapters, it's able to tell its own story and have, like, some pretty strong moments. Just, it's such a condensed amount of time, and I like that about Sacred Stones. It really knew what it was doing in the first 8 chapters. They really knew what they were doing with Eirika's story. Kind of falls apart towards the end, but what are you going to do? That's what happens when you have 2 split games. Ah, go Vanessa! Fucking badass. Vanessa is one of my favorite Pegasus knights, just on a personal level. I really like her, especially because Mulder, you can tell, is different in terms of clerics, because she's not, well, for one thing, not a woman, because most starting clerics are women, because of the Lena archetype. Not a woman, and, you know, just more, no, I don't know, a bit drier, not as caring as thing, and that's a good level up. That is a good level up. He's not as sympathetic as, like, the other ones. I'm not saying he's a bad person, he's just not as sympathetic and not as, like, gentle. But, again, probably because he is. Whereas Vanessa is a lot more stern, a bit cold, a bit more stoic. Whereas a lot of the Pegasus Knights, first ones you meet, they're a bit more bubbly, upbeat, and girly, for lack of a better word. But, you know, like, Vanessa's very much, like I said, they really do subvert the conventions with Fire Emblem when it comes to archetypes sometimes. Like, you know, the main villain's not what you expect, stuff like that. Again, not all characters, but a good chunk of them. And you just get Garcia's backstory, and, you know, his wife died, so now he looks after his son. So, it's like, my wife died. First my parents, then it was my wife. Nothing works out for me. The Joker got them, and Gangon's just laughing. Oh, sorry there, bats, oh Garcia. I was off killing the Exalt, and I thought I might dabble in your parents too. Oh, holy jelly beans, Batman. You can't seriously think we could just sit here and do nothing? You're the Dark Knight, for God's sake. You're Batman. You need to show this city. You need to show Kratos that this village is willing to do what's right. They won't be swayed. For some reason, I'm going to read Batman rants. Do I sound like Christian Bale? Because I don't know. When he talks, it's so mumbled. He's harder to understand than Bane, for God's sake. I don't know if there's a Bane in this game. I'm just going off on weird tangents sometimes when it comes to Fire Emblem, but hey, what are you going to do? Okay, when we get back to Binding Blade, I'm going to make... like every time Wendy's on screen, it's like, Sophia, get the fuck out of my seat. It's like, but this is hard mode, and I give a shit. If it happens, you know, who knows if she'll actually be... Again, I will try with Wendy, I will try, but if the RNG says no, the RNG says no. There's not much I can do about that. Because I'm kind of RNG dependent with bases that bad. Your safety is reward enough. But it's like, your safety is reward enough. But if you have any energy rings, please give them to me. I really just need the strength stat. I mean, for God's sake, at this point of the playthrough, I think Lyn had better strength than me. I can't be outdone by fucking Lyn. Not Lyn. I don't know if Eirika's going to be on that level by the end, but we'll see. Lyn was like, Lyn was something else. I mean, unless Eirika gets stupidly thingy blessed, then maybe. I mean, granted, she's not shy about doing crits, so there's that. But, yeah. Though I wonder, if the bad lords are doing this well, then again, Hector was doing fine. He was a good lord. If the bad lords are doing this well, how's everyone else? Like, oh god, I play FE4 and somehow still get fucked. I was like, oh come on now you're just taking the piss. Or like, Radiant on Ike is terrible. It's like, oh come on. So yeah, we get some backstory. Are you ready to start, Eirika? Yes, Ephraim. Now, I do warn you, my base stats are, I know, Ephraim, your base stats are so much better than mine. Not to mention my growth, I know, Ephraim. Let's just focus on training me, and then I won't have to rely on you to do everything. Oh, give it till chapter 9 you will. You know what? Fuck you. Fuck you and fuck your mother. Eirika, that's all I'm over to. I don't fucking care. I hope Grado comes one day and just fucks everything up for all of us. You people are the worst. You, Seth, and everyone. God, it's bad enough you're the strongest lord in the series. I have to brag about it. Eirika, I'm not the... Oh, what? There's more? Who the fuck is stronger than you? Well, there's Ike. And, oh, of course, the Radiant Hero Ike. Who else? Oh, there's Sigurd. Oh, him, of course. Who else? I don't know. Honest to God, this is coming from me. I don't know. I just know Radiant Dawn, Ike, and Sigurd are better. Complain? Me? Always. Fucking hate these people. Excuse me, miss. Yeah. Sorry, I was just venting. Now my bracelet's gone. Oh, fuck. How could this day get any worse? Those bracelets are the key to the thing. Oh, my God. You know what? Fuck this. I give up. Eirika just says, fuck it. Call me Environment Warriors is being announced. Announced that. Oh, my God. So, yeah, Eirika's gonna lose her shit by the end of this. But anyway, thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed Eirika's tangent. But when we next meet, we're going to storm the hideout. We're going to get the bracelet back, and we're going to get 2 brand new units. We're going to get our archer, and we're going to get our thief. Yay! But until then, thank you all very much for watching. We'll see you all next time. Hopefully, Eirika won't, have a heart attack by the end. Take care.